waaye gis nga it connexion ak cerveau doomu aadama.
The connection between the soul and the human brain is in constant competition with the nafs. What we seek to teach here is that the soul wages an unceasing battle within the human body. Observe what it has implored before God on behalf of this body. It constantly ensures that the person does not fall into ruin. It is often said that the soul's deepest desire is for the human being to remain in what pleases his Lord. However, one must ask whether man will truly heed its exhortations. As for the nafs, its aspiration is entirely different. It seeks to divert man by alluring him toward his own earthly desires and pleasures. Thus, an inner struggle takes place. Which of the two will man choose to follow? According to the teachings passed down to you, the soul is not limited to merely wishing for man to follow the path of the Lord. It goes far beyond. It strives to contribute to the edifice of guidance, continually interceding for man before God, especially during the sacred moments of dawn, Fajr, and afternoon, Asr. Thus, it tirelessly pleads morning and evening. However, when God granted man free will, He also entrusted him with responsibility, that of taking charge of his own salvation. Any exhortation or reminder directed at him will only have a real impact if he himself chooses to turn toward righteousness. The soul has done all it can. What remains is the interaction between it and the nafs, their connection within the human brain, which determines control. The soul projects 4 rays of light into the human brain, each with a specific role. The first ray illuminates the brain so that it becomes aware of its origin. Man must realize that he did not create himself, but comes from his Lord. He is a creature shaped by God, endowed with a purpose. The second ray instills in the brain the awareness of returning to his Creator. After recognizing his origin, he must understand that he is destined to return to the one who brought him into existence. The Quran supports this reality with the verse, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Indeed, to Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. The third ray reminds man that earthly life is fleeting. This world is merely a passage, a transient stage. When he learns of the death of a loved one, he must internalize the universal truth. A day will come when he too will face the same fate and experience death. The fourth ray establishes man's consciousness of responsibility towards his Lord. Human existence cannot be perceived as mere coincidence or aimless wandering. God created jinn and mankind for a precise reason, as stated in the verse, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِي. I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me. Every day, the soul projects these 4 rays of light into the human brain as a constant reminder. This is precisely what the Quranic verse emphasizes. فَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. So remind, for the reminder benefits the believers. Thus, the soul is in a perpetual state of reminder, daily inserting these 4 lights into the brain. However, a major interference disrupts this transmission. The heart, which distorts the signals sent by the soul. For at the very moment the soul projects its 4 rays into the brain to urge man toward reflection in divine worship, the heart, in turn, emits 5 opposing rays directed toward the brain. The first ray, from the heart, aims to make man forget that his earthly life is temporary It convinces him that he has many years left to live and that there will be a time to make up for everything. The second ray tells him that since he is healthy, he has the right to do whatever other healthy people do. The third ray makes him love worldly life by reminding him that without competition, he will gain nothing in this lower world. The fourth ray reminds him that whatever wealth, ability, or influence others have, he should strive to attain the same. It makes him forget his own self and pushes him toward rivalry. The fifth ray drives him to believe that no one should be better or have more than him. If someone has more money or influence, he should do everything to surpass them. Upon closer examination, you will see that Iblis is behind all this, manipulating the heart. Now, here lies the battle. The soul, guided by the souls of the righteous, Salihin, directed by the Prophet Seydi Mouhamed with his knowledge, projects these four rays of light into the brain for reflection. Meanwhile, Iblis uses his darkness to place five opposing rays in the heart, making man prioritize this worldly life as if he would never die. The question is, which side will prevail? This is where the problem lies. If the soul wins, the person's desire will be to worship his Lord. If the heart wins, he will focus solely on this world, distancing himself from Allah. This is also where the importance of Dhikr becomes evident. The Dhikr of Salatul Fatiha given to you is for the living, not the deceased, whose souls have departed. This Dhikr supports your soul. The Ruh, soul, is in the struggle, bringing its central light so that its four rays are applied, while the heart pushes its five rays. Each recitation of Salatul Fatiha strengthens the soul. With every repetition, the four rays intensify, erasing the heart's influence and fully enveloping the brain. Thus, the soul dominates 100%. In this state, the person's brain appreciates what the soul has brought and is satisfied with it. This satisfaction burns away what the heart had projected, and the light obtained from the Dhikr is then transmitted to the heart. When the heart tastes the light from the soul, passing through the brain, it becomes content. Ala bi zikrillahi tatma'inul qulub. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find tranquility. Thus, certainty is established. True certainty only comes when there is harmony between the Ruh and the Nafs, a harmony recognized and accepted by Allah. Therefore, man can only achieve this through Dhikr, which amplifies the soul's light, directed toward the brain, giving it enough strength to overpower the heart's five rays. These rays of light then reach the heart, fully illuminating it, leading to the true meaning of Ala bi zikrillahi tatma'inul qulub, and the person begins to live in certainty.